Hey, what's up guys? Your second favorite PE teacher, Denver, and these are 7 things that only pros do in Fortnite Battle Royale. I watch a ton of streams, every competition I can. I even got to play against Ninja, Myth, Tfue, and a bunch of other pros in the $20,000 Fortnite Friday tournament. A lot of these pros do the same things, and it's what makes them so good, so fast at building, and so good at killing enemies and winning. Hit like and subscribe right now, guys. And just a reminder, check out PlayVig from the link in the description below. You guys always ask about ways to get V-Bucks for free. As we know, there are no ways to get V-Bucks for free, but what PlayVig does is it gives you V-Bucks for something you're already doing, and that's just playing Fortnite. You just watch an ad, you get coins for V-Bucks, that's it. So click the link below if that sounds interesting. Go sign up to start getting those pretty much free V-Bucks right now. All right, let's get started. First up, number 1 is editing. You have not mastered Fortnite until you have mastered editing, and I fall under this too because it's hard. It takes some lightning fast coordination. Pros like Cypher PK, Nick A30, they edit faster than almost anybody else in the game. The kills they get because of this are insane. Not only that, but most people aren't used to editing yet, so they're looking for their next piece to build, maybe healing up, shielding up. They want to get the height advantage back on you, and all the while you're dropping 3 or 4 pieces of building. You're putting a shotgun into their face in a second or two before they even know what happened. They're dead. So how do you improve at editing? First, know what edits you're going to want to use. And there seriously is only like a few of them, guys, so do not get overwhelmed just yet. On a flat piece, you will usually only ever need to edit out like 1 or 2 of the squares of the 4. This gives you room to either drop down on top of someone or walk up through your flat piece so you can keep stairs building upwards after taking maybe some fire from above. Stairs seem tricky to edit at first, but with stairs, most pros only use 2 edits, which are number 1, moving the stairs to one side, making them skinny, moving them to the left or right of you, or 2, just rotating the stairs. That's it. 2 edits is pretty much all you'll ever need to use with stairs. Normally, if you're trying to drop down on an enemy, you won't worry about rotating the stairs. So think of stairs as just pretty much 1 edit, and that is 3 blocks up one side. And you can either shoot down from the skinny staircase that you made or just drop down on somebody who thought they were safe below you. The last thing you will edit the most is the wall. With the wall, you will edit a lot of corners out by doing either 3 or 4 cubes. Every once in a while, you'll see a pro edit a single cube out to make a window, but usually it's just the corners and then land either a quick shotgun, maybe close the edit, or to build stairs or ramps and regain the height advantage. Editing is the difference between a good player and a pro, and this is exactly why I wouldn't call myself a pro just yet. I just don't have it down fully, and here's what I do to practice. I land in Wailing Woods, I get a bunch of wood, I just sit there and edit until either I die or the storm pushes me in if I want to play it out. So remember, guys, there are only like 5 edits for you to practice. Get them down so that you can get fast at it and your enemy will not know what hit them. The second thing that pros do is use their entire loadout of weapons in a fight. Yes, the shotgun is the quickest way to end a close quarters fight, but what if you shoot your shotgun and it does like 90 damage and you know they only have about 10 health left? I started seeing what pros do in this instance after watching Ninja fight after fight pull out any gun he had to kill someone. If your enemy has 10 health, do not wait for your next shot to load in your shotgun just to deal 10 damage. Sure, you can pull out a second shotgun, shave a little bit of time off your next bit of damage, but don't forget you can even pull out your AR as well. Blasting even a white burst or a white AR in close quarters combat is perfect for landing that last 10 or 20 health and bringing somebody down. Just whatever you do, don't wait in a fight, jumping around for another shot to load. Just switch to something, then switch back to your shotgun, and of course do it fast because most fights only last like 3 seconds in close quarters. And just like Ninja and all the other pros do, learn to quickly calculate damage, know what your opponent has left. If you land a snipe with a bolt or hunting rifle, get in there and rush them before they can even use a single mini. Also throw out those explosives that you should be carrying around, which leads us to number 3. Pros prioritize explosives. We have 5 slots to carry weapons and items with in Fortnite. In my opinion, that sucks because you always have to give up something that you don't want to give up. I love my bolt action sniper, but I've had to give that up quite a bit lately because it just isn't as powerful as other items and puts me at a disadvantage if I carry it around now. The way things are right now, if you aren't using 2 shotguns, you're at a disadvantage. If you aren't carrying mini shields, you're at a disadvantage. And here is the most important thing. If you aren't carrying explosives, listen to me, you're at a disadvantage. Have you played Fortnite lately? Everyone is getting good at this game. What used to be easy 10 to 15 kill games with a win is now a struggle to get 5 kills in a top 10. With better players though, comes better builders. Now I don't know if you're like me, but using 500 wood in a build off fight every single time I run into somebody can get old. Sometimes it's nice just to end a fight before it even gets started. And that is why pros use explosives and why you should too. It doesn't matter if it's 3 grenades, 3 sticky bombs, or of course a rocket launcher. Always try to keep explosives on you. I love the rocket launcher just as much as you guys, but the truth is the grenade launcher can do so much more for you. How many times have you shot at someone and immediately they start building a 1x1 cube base? You know you're about to get into it with someone who's a good builder. You just start praying your building skills can pull you out of the fight with at least some health and shield. With the grenade launcher, grenades, sticky bombs, even the rocket launcher, you don't have to worry like that. The best thing about it, and why I keep mentioning the grenade launcher, is because of a few things. You can launch 6 bouncing grenades that can kill an entire squad in seconds. But the best part about it is you can be building and moving as this is happening. Watch pros with the grenade launcher and watch them choose it over the rocket launcher. Maybe like me, you were almost yelling at the screen because why would they choose anything over a rocket launcher? But the fact is, the more explosives heading towards your enemy, the better. A rocket can be blocked by a single wall or 2. 6 bouncing grenades all around you can usually mean death. Use explosives. Next up, number 4 is never stand still. Not going to spend a ton of time on this since you guys might already know, but for you guys that still stand still and never move, that is probably why you die so much. Until you learn to move around constantly and never ever sit still, you will die way more than you need to. I hit a ton of headshots with my sniper, and probably 90% of them are because somebody is not moving. Out of the other 10% of the other shots, I bet probably 5 or 6% are because somebody isn't standing still, but they aren't jumping either. If you're running in a straight line and not jumping at least every once in a while, you again are an easy target to hit. So many of my snipes have missed because somebody jumps when I shoot. That's all they had to do was just jump. It saved them like 150 health or whatever it is. This isn't just for sniping either. There's a reason pros are constantly jumping up and down when shotgunning, and sometimes even while using an AR. Moving targets are hard to hit, so keep moving. Speaking of moving on to number 5, and this is a big one and something most pros have down: adrenaline control. On stream, you'll see me in a big fight, or like if there's one other person left, my eyes are focused, my heart is beating out of my chest, my mouth is probably hanging open like an idiot, and if I miss like a single shotgun shot, my confidence starts to fall, and I lose the most important thing you can lose in any competitive game, and that is the mental game. This game is exciting and at the same time can be so frustrating. I know, I get it, but keeping calm in a battle is the key to winning a lot of battles. If you miss a shot, it's in the past. Even if it's 2 seconds in the past, let that one go and stay focused on the next shot. Even if you die, which, come on, it's gonna happen a lot whether you hit your shots or not. Get into the next game, control your emotions and decision making. Out of all the ones on this list, this one is the one I need to improve on most. Just slowing down, calming down, and landing my shots. The best way to improve on this is by 1, being aware of when you're getting worked up, like getting overexcited or mad, and 2, by just playing a ton. The more you face the intense situations like a 1v1 game-ending battle, the better you will get at facing them, and decision-making and critical thinking will start to take over, and emotions will start to subside. Let's go, baby! Number 6, positioning, control, and storm knowledge. This one is the most complex idea on this list because there is no one way to answer what you should and shouldn't do in a battle. More like a million ways and decisions you can make in every single game. Yes, I always say get the high ground, but guess what? You can also win from the low ground too, but positioning means a lot of things in Fortnite. When to push and when to stay in your base, when to build and what direction to build in, which path to take when heading to the circle safe zone, when to flank and from what direction to flank from. These are a few, but the list goes on and on. If there was a simple rule to follow in this, it is do what your opponent least expects. Why take an AR shot from 150 meters away and let an enemy know your position instead of getting within 50 meters and then either kill them, take their health down low before they even know what is happening? Another thing to remember is that if you are engaging somebody in a fight and you are on the ground, like no building whatsoever, even if you know they have like 5 health, you're doing it wrong. Build up, get right over the top of them real quick every single time, even like one wall height above them, and shoot down on them instead. Another tip that the pros do, and this might be obvious to you or it might help you a ton, this is also why the pros get so many kills per game. They land in more central locations like Retail Row, Tilted, Salty, and what this does is it gives them a higher chance of fighting other players, improving their game, plus, more importantly, not having to constantly run to keep up with the circle. I love Fatal Fields, you guys probably know that by now, but more times than not, I spend a ton of time doing nothing but running to the circle. How am I getting any better by running around doing nothing? It really does feel like a lot of time wasted. Just land in those central locations if you want more kills, experience, and to disregard the storm, or of course, pay attention and run with the circle all game. Last up on this list is proper mastery of controls and key bindings for all consoles and for PC. Console players, I got you. There isn't much you can do, but there are some tricks to help you improve, like tilting your roof pieces instead of using the regular ramp or stair piece. Some console players do use a device called a Zim4 so they can use a keyboard and mouse like a PC player. It's up to you, whatever you want to use, but keyboard and mouse definitely does give you more movement, more precision. PC players, if you have no idea where to start, check out what a pro player does with their keys and then decide if that feels right to you. A lot of pro PC players have a lot of bindings on their mouse, but if you only have 2 buttons like me, then that's not an option. Even I get jumbled with my keys sometimes and have thought about making some changes, but whatever you do, pick something good early and set it, because it is awful to try to rebuild your muscle memory by changing your settings. As for sensitivity, I need you guys to listen closely on this one. People always ask what my sensitivity is. Here's the thing, and I'll just tell you that I use 0.09 or 0.10. Now let me tell you, that means nothing. Every mouse has built-in DPI sensitivity outside of Fortnite, and I could be using 0.09 sensitivity with like 1350 DPI, 1350 DPI like I use, and that will feel a lot different for people who have 0.09 sensitivity and like 600 DPI. Do what works for you and practice, practice, practice. Just a reminder, guys, to click the PlayVig link and sign up if you want to watch an ad for V-Bucks. Plus, it helps me out a little bit. Follow me on Twitter, guys, at ThatDenverGuyTV. If you want to see pics of me, chat with me, and all that, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. And if you have something specific you want me to teach or make a video on, let me know down in the comments. Go make your day great, and I'll see you guys in the next video.